Good morning, everyone. So it is a beautiful day outside. Look at my shorts, my skinny legs. Today is gonna be somewhat of a busy day. Today we are gonna start disassembling everything on the RB26, and hopefully we can get it on dolly or a what you call it, an engine stand. But this engine looks ridiculously big, so I think I have a 500-pound limit on my engine stand that I got from Harbor Freight. Well, I have like 3 of them, but I think it might be a little bit too much. Well, I have 2 of them sitting over here assembled. But yeah, I think it might be a little bit too big. So if you guys don't remember, this thing is ginormous, like legit ginormous. I had wifey come out yesterday and actually look at it. This thing is just like legit. It's probably like 6 foot with the motor and trans together. It's definitely about 6 foot. I don't know what the hell that is, but it leaked. It probably came from the transmission, to be honest with you. But yeah, so we are going to start disassembling everything. I think I'm going to start with the exhaust side because that doesn't look like it's all that bad. And just try to take the turbos off. And I think, to be honest with you, I was trying to figure out how I was really going to do this. So, if you've watched any of Tommy F's, stuff, then you know, like, he deletes all of this stuff here. All of these lines here. Because this right here is a coolant line. And it passes over the front to this nipple. And it has like a bunch of break points, so it goes here and then it splits to each side of the engine. So this goes to the front of the engine, this goes to the back of the engine to to cool off all the throttle bodies, and then you have the bottom here are 2 small break offs for the turbos. So I've seen. What I really wanted to do is what he pretty much does. He buys a brand new aluminum radiator and then just welds 2 6AN lines on it and then runs the lines from these 2 ends here to that radiator. So I think I'm going to really be doing the same thing and just get rid of all of this contraption here because, like, to be honest, it'll make it look a lot better. There'll be no obstructions right in front of the engine here. So I'll be very, very, very happy with that. I just need to figure out what these lines are. It just looks like they're air lines, which is perfectly fine. So I just have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. So since I don't know if people will sell any of this stuff, I might just tap off of something somewhere or just leave it kind of alone. I don't exactly know. But yeah, I will definitely try to figure out what I'm going to do there. But yeah, it is something that's going to be a work in progress. I need to figure out where those lines go and if they have any significance to where I plan on going. I did take some pictures and such, so it doesn't, like I said before, it doesn't look like it's anything super strenuous. Nothing I can't try to backpedal and put back on if I needed to. It's only like a couple lines, so... Yeah, I'll figure it out. But like I said before, let's get off all of the exhaust stuff because I drained the oil. Everything is all out. So I want to try to get it down as bare as I possibly can. So when I say bare, I mean I want to get the intake stuff off and the exhaust stuff off and put it in a corner. And I want to try to get this thing on a dolly because I want to take off the rear the front subframe. I want to take off everything. Just to make sure, like, I can actually get to everything and clean it. So, yeah, let me set the camera up somewhere for you guys, and let's get to work on these twin turbos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folks. So, listen. I'm gonna give you a quick, brief, like little thing here. I don't know how people do this inside of a car. So I got the first turbo out, and it took me. Oh, geez, you guys saw it. Like it was like it took me forever. Like just to get back in here, like with a with a spanner wrench or like a ratchet or anything. You know, it's like almost impossible. I have no idea. Then there was like a bolt down here to hold the oil and coolant line on, and a bolt here to hold the turbo up, which is fine. Yeah, like there's so much stuff, man, so much stuff. So I'm gonna continue on. I'm gonna try to get this rear turbo off, and hopefully like this video isn't gonna be crazy long. So let's continue to get on to it. All right, success, people. So I'm very, very happy. I got both turbos off. Sitting over here in the pile, I'm just going to, which, you know what's actually pretty funny? There's not a big pile. When I actually had the wife out here yesterday, she had noticed that usually whenever I work on cars, and usually it's something that I've never worked on before, usually there's like a pile of stuff. This is really it, besides any of the stuff that's down here, which is very, very small stuff. So all the turbos are to themselves over here. All the bolts are still connected to the head. I don't want to lose any of those, even though they're very unique in the way they look. Obviously, they're dirty as hell, but plus they have like thick, huge spacers. So I'm going to keep that there, so just so I don't lose anything. But now we're gonna turn our attention to like what I took off here. So as you guys know, I wanted to delete all of this stuff because why not? It'll make it look a lot better. There's going to be no crossover tube or anything like that for the front. So I will have to make sure I will have to get that welded and make it look really presentable. But all of these are all airlines. These 1, 2 airlines, and then there's 1, 2, or well, it's one big one and it's split off at the bottom here. And that's for the coolant. So the coolant runs through here, goes through this passage, and then there's a coolant line that goes to each turbo, and then it continues on to the front of the engine where it cools the rest of the throttle bodies here. Which the throttle bodies obviously like it has its the coolant, you know, like hose goes right here, so it'll cool right here and not have an issue with cooling the throttle body. So if I deleted that whole thing there, it would eliminate any failure points on that side of this side of the engine and in the back here with the rubber lines and such. The only thing I was really concerned about was any airlines that were up there. So here's my issue. So, and it's really weird. So I have these 2 airlines here. These are the 2 airlines, and these are the 2 coolant lines that were there. No big deal. In and out. So I can probably plug those. Because I'm gonna go and delete all of that. But these 2 airlines over here, I know you guys can't really see, but chasing up underneath here, there's 2 airlines and they come out right here. And you see that? They're already capped off. So all I really need to do is find out where they attach to, or if they attach to underneath here, and either cut it out or just completely remove these 2 airlines, because I thought that they were going to be something, but obviously they are nothing. So, which is weird. So if you guys have noticed, this part here is crispy. So it's supposed to look like this here. It's kind of small, but you kind of get the gist of it. There's flies running everywhere, but it's supposed to look like this. So it's supposed to just wrap around the line and keep it away from chafing anything else, like the throttle body cable or throttle body like springs here. So the oil got so hot that it started melting everything around it. So, and then the block got super hot. That's why and there's more stuff that I can see that I'll show you guys as soon as I take this intake manifold off, because it just got ridiculously hot. And I'm not exactly sure if this thing's got a metal head gasket. It's really hard for me to kind of tell. Let's get my light here. It's really hard for me to tell, but it kind of looks like it's a metal head gasket, which would have been fantastic if I wouldn't have had a coolant failure. But I mean, it is one of those things where like now I need to actually take it to a machine shop, make sure that the surface is flat of the head, and make sure that's get decked, and then I could put a new metal head gasket on. But hopefully it'll have some numbers on here. I'm guessing that this block has never really been out of the car. That's just my guess. I don't know if that's going to be an actual like fact, but it's just a guess. But until I break it down and get the head off, then I can measure the bore. The stock bore for a RB26 is 86 mils, and an 86 millimeter should be plenty. And then they start going up from there. So I will need to do, I will be doing a lot more stuff. So I will have to take the oil pan off and such, because I want to upgrade the billet gear to a billet gear for the oil pump. So stuff like that. And then I can actually get a good look underneath to see if it's got any upgrades that I couldn't see, because this thing has definitely come with a bunch of upgrades. So it wouldn't really surprise me, but we'll have to see. But let's continue on. I know it's not really like a super duper long video, but hopefully it stays like that. But I'm going to continue to get this intake manifold off. Hopefully it won't take me that long. And we'll start to separate all the accessories and get the wire loom all cleaned up. Well, taken off at least, and then we'll clean it up later. So let's go. Well, in the middle of my angst, I have a visitor. Listen, this guy is the only guy that comes by when I'm actually filming. I don't really care, but it's pretty funny. Yo, what's up? Yeah. What does your shirt say? Do I look like I care? That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. So, I want your opinion here. I want you to look at this thing. Look at how big this bad boy is. Is this thing gigantic or what?
Yo, like, if you just walked up and it looked like it came out of a Beamer.
Dude. So, I told the wifey, I was like, this thing is probably, if I stood this thing up, it'd probably be like 6 foot tall.
Close.
Dude, this thing is gigantic.
I'd probably say like 5'4".
This thing is gigantic. Like,
Actually, I think you might be right.
Dude, 6 foot?
Because I'm like a quarter inch under 6 foot.
I was about to say, aren't you like 6 foot?
Yeah.
Yeah. This thing is massive, dude.
Yeah, I think you're just about right.
This thing, ridiculous.
I mean, but overall, like the trans looks pretty good shape though.
Ah, yeah, it's junk.
I mean, it looks like it got some seepage.
Yeah, the seepage.
I mean, but like overall, like the housing don't look bad.
Dude, Man, oh man, do I got some things to tell you about this car.
That shit looks horrible.
Yeah. The axle is over there. Yeah. So listen, people, I'm gonna talk to this guy for a second, the wrench heads, and I'm going to we're gonna get back to this in a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folks. So I have the intake manifold off and the 6 individual throttle bodies here. And I do have a little bit left to go before I can actually call this a victory and start taking more stuff off. But I'm trying to chase down all of these, like, you know, like just empty, you know, hoses or whatnot. Probably just gonna plumb them back into each other, or just cut the line so I don't have to really deal with them later. So I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do just yet. But I am gonna plug all these lines just to save face here. But I'm trying to get a good idea of where stuff goes and what I can delete and what I can't. Like I said, obviously, like these two are gonna be 2 of those that I can delete. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. And I think that's really it. Just because, like I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's just 2 lines that just come up and over, and then they just go around. So like it's really not anything crazy that I need to really be concerned about, because there is no other you know, air pieces that I kind of need. So which is good for me. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to move on here, and yeah, I'm just gonna take this bolt thing off here, off camera, and I'm gonna take this you know, ITV, like, you know, fuel injector like holder or whatnot. I'll take that all off as well. So just give me a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, people, so I have everything off of this side of the engine, and it looks super bare. But one thing that I should show you, look at how hot this got. So it melted my my NOx sensors, both of them. So I'm not really happy about it, but it is something that should be fixable. Again, I do think that there was a metal head gasket on there, as you can tell by the shine there. But we will be trying to get this thing sorted and make sure that it is flat. So yeah, I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a little bit too long. But this is where we're gonna leave this video off. So I have all of my stuff, like I said before, sitting. I have my wire harness, well, one of my wire harnesses for the NOx sensors there. I have the other one for all the power stuff there. And then I have all of my my intake manifold, my secondary, I don't know, what the throttle body for the coolant. And then I have my throttle bodies here. So all of my spacers and my gaskets are over here. So this is the piece in which I told you about before, guys. So it's just a better look. So as it looks here, it looks like this is a some type of valve, and it's powered. I have no idea how it's powered. The harness is actually part of the harness that's in the car. I don't know where it goes, what it ties into, but it ties into something. But it melted all of this stuff here, the heat, which I'll replace all of that, or replace the line altogether. I don't know, because it looks like the line is actually good, but I just want to make sure that it's not going to rupture or anything like that. It's not like it would be super hard to get to that anyway, but it goes from there and then it to the back of the head here. So as you can tell, there is you know, there's a blue like thing there, and it's definitely got oil that goes through it, and which makes a lot of sense, because this is a I don't know what you want to call it. It's from, listen, everybody asks me this all the time, and it gets super frustrating, because like most people have no idea. So in Australia, what they did was they took the RB25 R34 NCS, or I like to call it just VTEC for like Skylines. They took the NVS off of the R34, or it's an R34 RB25 Neo, the intake side. That's what this is. This is the pulley, or the cam sprocket from off of that engine, and the back part back here is the part that actually oils it, and it moves it. So I know exactly what it does, but I have no idea how it works. Just like VCAM, I don't know how VCAM works either. But obviously, like with oil pressure, the sprocket moves and it gives a little bit more aggressive timing. So that's what I'm to understand. Like I said before, I have no idea how it really works. All I know is it's like VCAM, and that's what I tell everybody. So everybody asks me, is this an RB25 with RB26 valve covers? It is not. It is a complete RB26 with a NVS or, you know, like some type of VCAM type of system, which is funny because I'm pretty sure it's the same. It costs about the same. So I think this kit here, I found the link for it. Maybe I'll link it in the description below so that you guys can actually look at it. But it's exactly the same as VCAM, except for VCAM uses a Subaru AVCS like gear. So like there's no protrusion here. But I think that came out before VCAM came out. So, you know, I think that's what this kit was. So, like I said before, I don't really know too much about it. All I know is that the Aussies made it. And as far as I know, it works. But I have no idea how it works, like I said before. So, you know, I have no idea. And then it's tapped down here in the oil pan. And the line just comes up and, you know, like I said before, it's a trigger there, so I have no idea exactly what it does. So, yeah, I don't really know how it exactly works, but everything that is on this car is like magic to me, just because like it's way ahead of its time for a 1995 car. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? So we're gonna continue to push on. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I will see you guys on the next video. So hopefully you enjoyed what I'm attempting to do here, and hopefully next video I will get the head off and the engine and the transmission separated so that I can actually put the bad boy on the stand. So that is the goal. So hopefully I can get that goal next video. So go inside, take a break. I'll see you guys on the next one. Deuces.